Hello there traders, Petar.jacimovic here. I want to post the update on the British pound versus US dollar since this week, most of the crowd and analysts expecting the interest rate hike for first time in the decade. According to that, I want to do an update and tell you my opinion on what can possibly happen. And we'll start with the market profile basically. And here, what I found here is basically that price went higher, but watch this, value didn't shift higher, and the point of control is clearly in the lower part of the day. Okay. Keep in mind as well that there is a lot of anomalies from Monday in this zone here. So there is a lot of anomalies. This was a bullish day with a lot of anomalies. And then the very next day, price extended higher to retest the high of the last week, which was about 1.3278. And then we potentially building here a selling tail and strong reversal. Value basically didn't follow the price, this rising the price. It seems like this is extended move. And in my opinion, due to the rumors, due to the fact that most of analysts expecting the rates hike for 2 days. So in 2 days there is a rate decision in the Great Britain, and most of analysts expect interest rate hike. Anyway, because of that, crowd is heavily trying to position and try to buy based on that potential interest rate hike. But again, the smart money and the informed traders and professionals may trick them again, because that's their job basically, and they live from that. So what I see here is I see that these 2 days of upward movement on the British pound versus US dollar are basically forced, and I see a lot of anomalies, a lot of a lot of weaknesses building in these 2 days of this upward movement. So we started the week basically, and price moved about 150-60 pips. Now I'm expecting, so this is a big weakness today for itself. We see that the value didn't shift higher. Point of control clearly will be in this stage 1.3200 area. Okay. So I wanted to alert you about this. Now we can go to the E signal. Okay, and this is only just something I found. I will start from this is the 1 minute time frame, the British pound on the London fix or the London close, when the London close session. These few bars here you see are just few minutes before London session close. And you see there is a weaknesses in this, and there is a high activity in bar close below the middle in the well of the high, and then you see this bar but immediately reacting from supply, and then you see that there is no demand, right? Look at this volume, there no demand. So they building on the London fix some weakness already, maybe preparing for some selling tomorrow or during the end of the day and tomorrow as well. Now I will jump from the 1 minute, I will go to the 60 minute or 1 hour time frame. I found basically the upward channel, and you see the price is basically testing this high, okay, on the futures market at 1.3300. It's also the round number, and notice the increasing in the volume here. So this is a climatic action just into the resistance, and this upward channel. If we see the price is going lower, shift lower, and then going lower, we may retest the low on the futures around 1.3089. So if we go to the daily time frame, so this is a perspective on the multi-time frame analysis, there is an interesting point to notice here. There is no high activity according to the daily time frame. Even yesterday we got a more contracts traded. The strength basically came because of this bar, and in that bar that suggested basically that price may rally, and that's exactly what happened. But we see here, for example, if this bar close in the middle or below the middle during the day, this can be a big sign of weakness for the further in the further days. In my opinion, professionals trying to trap the buyers, make them to buy, and then sell from their buying on some good levels. Okay, this level, maybe a very good level for them because it's also weekly high. And as I said, watch for even there is a potential interest rate hike. Depends, it will be potentially dovish or something, and if that will be, the pound can still drop. So be very careful on the British pound. I'm still bearish, and my stop loss is on break even. Basically, I'm secure from 1.3500, as you know, on my short-term selling from few weeks, or actually 4 weeks ago, and I'm holding position, and I'm aiming still 1.2800 or 1.2900. So I will not change my opinion just basically based on this, because price went higher 150 pips. If you're a position trader, you must hold into this and understand, and only change your view if you see changing in shift in there is a real strength threat your sell orders. I don't see this like a real threat. I see this like a potential trap for the crowd, because they're trying to buy and trap you on a lot of perspectives here, and then you see the breakout of this high, you still want to buy here. Some breakout traders, and they want to put you into the bad spot, and when the interest rates comes, then you can be surprised what you can see, because crowd will already have heavily trying maximum they can to put this pound higher because of that potential interest rate hike, which will probably happen. There is no doubt about that. But if they heavily buy before, they already priced basically what all they can, so the smart money can sell into them, and even you see the interest rate hike, the pound can go lower. Of course, we will see how that will play. If the price go higher or something, touch 1.3500, and I will be on the break even. I will not lose anything, but I'm still holding short. And just suggesting you about, because on many aspects, pound building the weakness, and that can actually result for further lower prices in the future. So you see, for example, 97,537 is current volume trading here. So nothing special. There is no high activity. No, professionals are not so interested, and I know that this is a crowd basically buying based on the fact that there is a interest rate hike in the in the Great Britain for in the 2 days. Okay, so pay attention. There is upward channel testing with the resistance. They're testing the previous week high. This may be a good level for some swing traders to sell, and once they sell, they can do that with very good, with strong sell orders, block of sell orders, so they can easily put this pound lower when they decide to establish their positions. Going to 1 minute again on the London fix, we see that there is a weakness. Watch this zone here. This is a clear weakness after the London fix, and just a few minutes before that can reflect as well for the lower prices, even on the short-term perspective, on let's say the intraday perspective, if you want, and that can result potential bad close and well of the high close on the current daily time frame, which may result good conditions for the tomorrow's selling by professional. So be very careful. Market profile showed us that this is potentially end of upward auction for this week, and if this will be that potential end of auction for this week, this may result price to go lower in the next period, and then maybe shift here and do the potential swing. This is a classic 2-day reaction, and price, don't be surprised if this can be high for this week. Depend on the news and a lot of factors, but again, I just wanted to wanted to let you know that weakness is building here, even the profile, watching the distribution process, watching how the value is progressing, watching the strength of these distributions. There have a big anomalies in these 2 days. So these are very weak buying from probably some weak traders or uninformed traders. Professionals, once they step in, you will see very strong, very large blocks of sell orders, and that can push a very, very fast price once they, decide to build. Here we see that in K period here on the profile, we see that we have a selling tail building here, and that can mark end of auction. Okay, so that will be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Again, my position trading, I'm still watching 1.2800, 1.2900 for the intraday trade. This can be a good, this is a very good actually spot for some intraday position in next few hours. And as well, this may, if you see the lower prices like 30-40 pips price drop lower till end of the day, that will actually be a big sign of the weakness according to the daily time frame for some swing trading as well. Enjoy. Basically, feel free to subscribe my YouTube channel. You can also contact me via Skype if you're interested in my mentorship program. I'm always open for any business cooperation. So I hope I help you, and trade safe, and we speak probably tomorrow. I will do the update on the British pound versus US dollar. Bye bye and take care.